Peace, love, and blessings to everyone out there. I'm so thankful and grateful to be going live on you on this day. Make sure I got everything set. Ah, got my mushroom coffee, ready to do it in. We're going to get into three different clips, and we're really going to bring this thing home. This whole thing with this um, vote, the whole thing with Trump, Kamala Harris, and the people, you know, the election, everything that has been going on, you know, is one of them things where we got to get down to the science of it. We got to get down to the meat and bones of it. We have to really, really talk about it. Why is this happening? What's going on? What are we really missing? What's being missing? Why are women shaming men? Are they going to be the one to blame? Somebody got to take the blame for this. You blame yourself. Why do you have women taking shots at men? We've been talking about this thing for the past few days now, and I'm listening and hearing a lot of people's thesis on it. I mean, I've even did some reactions to it as well. I'm like this: vote for whoever you vote for. So what if our votes don't line up? That don't mean we take shots at each other, ruin marriages, relationships, or shame others. But see, through all this rhetoric, we found out, better yet, discovered that those that are shaming men are feminists. Kamala Harris is a feminist. Okay, so it makes sense. One of your own didn't take the presidential seat. You feel me? And now y'all mad. Now it makes sense. So now you're looking for someone to blame. Hey, let's shame men. Let's shame black men. Let's go on this 4B movement. That ain't gonna work. We already know that ain't gonna last. However, this sister right here gonna shed some light on some things. Like I said, I got three clips, and we got time, and we're gonna talk about this thing. Conversation and reviews, baby. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and walk with your boy. Peep this out.
Trump and Kennedy, I got a lot to say because those are two men that I've been able to work with myself personally. I have not been able to work with Kamala Harris. However, I have paid attention to her campaign because she's come to Georgia quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And what I've noticed is that every time she came to Georgia or when she went to a HBCU, mm-hmm. the tour was basically being led on women's rights and reproductive rights. Mm-hmm. And to me, that was very offensive because, for one, Roe v. Wade had already been overturned. So mm-hmm. it wasn't even on the ballot, if we're going to be completely honest. So it was just a way to play on the emotions of black women. And then also it was the fact that you're voting for women's rights, but you got to be born to become a woman, right? And these type of rights actually execute the women of tomorrow. So it's like all of the women that thought that they were voting for black life were actually the carriers of black life, right?
Do you hear what she is saying? She's dropping some knowledge. She's dropping some facts. And we really got to pay attention to this thing. Because what's happening is, what we're seeing is, okay, a large number of women are not getting their facts straight. They're not really looking into things instead of looking at things. Meanwhile, a large number of men looked into things instead of looking at things. They did their research. And I will always give credit where credit is due to the black man, even to the men of other races that did their research. And they've discovered that Trump would be the best fit for that position. It's just like football. You being evaluated while you in training camp. And at a certain time, coaches are going to have to make their cuts. And when the coaches make their cuts, you will know. See, I know. It happened to me twice. 01, Atlanta Falcons training camp, and 05, Dallas Cowboys training camp. 5 o'clock in the morning. Got that knock on the door. Grab your playbook. Coach want to see you. And I already knew what time it was. Nothing personal, just business. This was business. With the large number of men and women of those that voted for Trump, it was business. It was about policy. The other side, those that voted for Kamala Harris, they made it personal. And there lies the difference. Logic is going to always outweigh personal. Any day, all day. Twice on Sunday, 3 times on Friday.
Voting for a right to terminate black life. So it was a very offensive campaign to me, even all the way down to the DNC. And I think that's what sealed it in the coffin to me, because they went to the DNC, and I call it an abortions Hot Wheel bus, right? Because they had a bus where they were performing live abortions on the scene.
What?
And me, because I'm spiritual and I done studied all the religions and I know about Moloch and Moloch worship, I'm saying to myself, you mean to tell me that these people actually performing human sacrifices at the DNC to win the election? And I was like, God is not going to stand for this. But everybody you saw getting off that bus was a black woman. When you talk about downtown Chicago, what's the demographic? So why are we sending abortion Hot Wheel buses to the hood?
Wait, was this really
but
going
we're
on?
not taking
George,
them to the
you
border.
Making this up because
Now
this don't
you
even
know.
sound
Now
believable.
you know.
Because we didn't see it
Now
on
you
news.
know I ain't gonna say nothing that can't be fact checked.
Okay.
Now you know everything I say can be fact checked, and anybody
God.
can get on the computer
So
and
why
research this
didn't
right
why
now.
didn't they put that on the in media like they always put everything
I'm
on?
not sure. It depends on what type of media that you're watching. Of course, we know that a lot of these mainstream media news outlets have been complicit, right, with being biased. But then you got, social media. And that's why social media is kind of like a gift and a curse. But it was all over social media, live footage, and that's why we got
The things that they don't tell you, the lies that they tell. The things that they don't tell you and the lies that they tell. She telling it. Tell me this. Why is it that Kamala Harris is $20 million in debt? Where's the sisterhood at? Where's the boule at? Where's the sorority sister at? To those Kamala Harris supporters, especially those that got on social media and started shaming men, where y'all at? To all those women starting that 4B movement or trying to, because that shit ain't gonna work, how come y'all can't bail her out? How come y'all can't start a GoFundMe for Kamala Harris? Ain't that calling the kettle black?
some people in Congress fighting so hard to ban TikTok and censor some of these other platforms.
Exactly.
Because you got the American people stepping up and telling the truth about what's really happening and exposing what's going on behind the scenes. So the fact that they had an abortion Hot Wheels bus in the hood in Chicago, they got all these abortion clinics in the hood in black communities, but they ain't got no abortion clinics at the border. They ain't sending no abortion bus down there to service them women coming across the border. They ain't got them abortion clinics in the wealthy white neighborhoods.
Facts.
I said, hold on, wait a minute. I said, I'd rather work for someone who wants to make America healthy again, right? Like
Facts.
Robert F. Kennedy.
Fact.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Instead of aligning myself, you know, and the black card was always in question.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because I'm just finna get on some RNS right now. Y'all know what RNS
on.
is?
Yeah.
What's
The
RNS?
realest.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah.
I'm just finna get on some RNS right now. Like,
I'm here for it.
You can't give me the black card if you married to a white man
Ooh.
and you raising white children.
Ooh.
Because it's hard for me to believe that, like, everybody is pro black life until it's time to marry and procreate. Well, like, what's the essence of black life? Creating black life, right?
But also, in an injunction to that, those want to be pro-black when it's working in their favor. But when they backs up against the wall and all hell is breaking loose, now you want to cry. You see? Now you want to kick and scream. Now you want to feel some type of way because it's not working for you. Which one is it? Either you in or you out. You with us or you against us. You can't play both sides of the fence. Too many people are playing both sides of the fence and don't like the results of what they're getting. Come on now.
So not only that, but you also are on a HBCU tour, right? Telling childbearing age young black women to, they have a right to abort, okay? While you don't have any children yourself, but you're raising your husband's 2 white children, right? And why didn't they take that reproductive rights tour to Yale or Dartmouth? Like, why didn't that message go to the predominantly white colleges?
Because when it comes down to it, the black race is the most dominant race on the planet. So if you could chip away at that, that stops away at the reproduction. Okay? The black man and the black woman. You see what I'm saying? You have to look into it. You really have to see the writing on the wall. The writing has always been on the wall. Okay? And then you have, it made way for feminism, because feminism really was not for black women. Let's be clear. But white women will put things out, or the white community will put certain things out there, and then the black community will adopt to that. In this case, black women adopted to the feminism. And they took that and embraced that and turned it into something totally different. And over the past down years have gotten out of hand and put their twist on it. I'm a strong black woman. I'm a boss bitch. All of this rhetoric. I'm masculine. You see where this is going. I don't need no man. I can do it on my own. Y'all wanted to have your own in kind. What if Kamala Harris took the presidential seat? It would be worse. It would be Tiffany Henyard 10 times worse. Y'all would really shame black men at that. We're women in power. You can't tell us nothing. See, we did it without you. We don't need you. All hell will break loose then. But you really think that they would have a woman like Kamala Harris sitting on that presidential seat? Hell to the no. But I get it. I get it. Kamala Harris makes a good puppet. Don't say nothing. Don't think nothing. Read from the script. Do as you're told. She's good for that. Let's continue. Let's get this work.
So what you think it is? You think it's to control the black population?
Of course, it's a replacement plan.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, and if we're just going to be 1,000, and this is why I'm so excited to be working on Make America Healthy Again with Robert F. Kennedy.
Okay.
those of us that's 40, right? Like if you think about it, the lifespan expectancy of man is what, 80. So what, we done lived half our life. It's downhill for us. So in the next 40 years, we on our way out. So what's coming behind us? The children, the next generation. So if we're boarding them, okay? If we have agendas like LGBTQ plus, children, things that sterilize children, give them puberty blockers and stuff, and they're not reproducing, okay? And then we've removed the majority of the black men from the home because they in prison, right? Or homeless, not because of mental health or not worth, and then we got a high population of black men that no longer even want black women. And then we also got a high population of black men that believe they're black women. So in 40 years, and then this is another question that I have for our community when we're going to just be 100.
That's right.
If we look up research, we know that AIDS has been the #1 killer of black men. Anybody can look this up, right? When it comes to medical apartheid, just like all of this other stuff, COVID, whatever. If AIDS is the #1 killer of black men, why are we as a community allowing that to be pushed on our children? It's almost like, just pressing the button for self-destruction. And in this election, you have the nerve to have black women putting up all of these posts. I saw one so disgusting the other day. Black man, the next time a cop have his knee on your neck, don't call black women. Right?
Oh my God.
But these are the same black women. The black babies that you aborting, them little black boys, they got to grow up to be black men.
And these are the same black women that will sit up there and lay up with Pookie and Ray Ray. These are the same black women that will sit up there and talk about their standards. These are the same black women that will sit up there and when they ass need help, first person they call on is a man, but get mad when a man don't come save them or help them. You got to help me make it make sense. You have to be careful of who you putting your mouth on, because you're shaming black men for no reason at all, just because they chose to vote. They have a right to choose whoever they want to choose to vote for. And I notice white women are catching some heat too. And it's always black men and women that mess it up for everybody else in the same community. It's always the black women and men that make it hard for others that look like you. They mess it up. Whether it's the shit that come out their mouth or their character. Always. Every time you look around social media, what do you see? Black women behaving unprofessionally. What do you see? Large number of black men behaving unprofessionally. These are the things that you see. Especially nowadays, you see a large number of black women getting on social media, doing things for the gram, capping for the gram, making themselves look so damn stupid, disrespecting themselves. And we see it. But we're not supposed to call that out. No, we're going to call that shit out. We're going to call it out as it is. And we're going to talk about it. You disrespect yourself. You put a bad label on yourself. Then they're gonna look at it. Then they're gonna look at everyone else that look like you. They may not participate in the stuff that you do, but they're gonna look twice at those that look like you. Let's go.
Same boys that you're voting to chemically castrate and turn into little girls, like they're the black men. Y'all don't care about black men. Y'all don't even care about black life. All you care about is power and control and feminism, and that's I can't stand with that because it has completely destroyed our families. We're voting to abort our bloodlines.
I want to get into your journey though, Angie. I mean, you was over there with Robert F. Kennedy. Still is. What was that like when he stepped down and then he moved over there with Trump?
Well, for me personally, it didn't come because I've worked with Trump before, so I know that I can go in and get real results because I've actually done it.
That's right.
So I'm not somebody that buy into the media lies, but what I will tell you, to be fair, is that what I enjoyed about working with RFK, not only becoming an independent myself, was that I was able to get in a space where I could work with everybody, because I really, truly do love my community, and I can't be fighting with my community because you Democrat or I'm Republican.
Let me make this clear. She works with Trump. So all of that, he's racist, you can cancel that. Moving forward, you can cancel that. This is proof. She tells no lie.
And when I know you care and I care and we want to get the work done.
That's right.
So being in the independent space allowed me to be able to work with people all the way across the aisle. And there was a call made to Kamala and her team as well, because we were willing to work with everybody, and Kamala and them basically dissed us. You know what I'm saying? And ignored.
And let me just say, Trump is so kind. Even Trump said, I'll flip the bill. She's $20 million in debt. I'll cover that debt. Now, run tell that.
Ignored us, but when he put the call in to Trump, and of course I said, look, like, we need to come together. We need to show that we're united, because at the end of the day, when we done fighting over political party, none of us really just want to be out here voting to abort our kids, right? Every abortion should be a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? I know damn well we not just voting because 7 white men, because they always talking about, oh, white men want to control our bodies. Well, the 7 white men that ruled to make Roe v. Wade legal, right? They gave you permission to kill your baby and get away with it. Because the daddy can't do it, right? And you got all of these women. And 1 minute they don't want y'all to have nothing, you can't say nothing or none of that, right? But the next minute they want to fight for equality. So if the mother don't want the baby, even if you want it, right? She get to go kill the baby, get a pat on the back, get congratulated. They even pay for it. Give her a free ride to the clinic, okay? But if the daddy don't want the baby, nigga, you going to jail every 30 days on a child abandonment warrant. They suspending your driver's license. You're gonna be made to take care of that child. The government is gonna make you be responsible for the life that you created. But for some reason, we want to give black women, and black women are not even the creators of black life.
So what you got to say to the people that say, okay, she was with Trump, then she got with Kennedy, and people are saying that it was a setup the whole time to divide the vote so Trump can win. They say you never left Trump.
Well, no,
I never. People up.
I never
for
did.
Trump to win.
I never did leave Trump, but I did leave the Republican Party. Because remember, I never had an issue with Trump. Trump was good to me. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a full and unconditional pardon. I went into his White House. He changed the law. Like, I never had an issue with Trump. But I did have an issue with the Republican Party because I had spent a lot of time, working on certain cases.
And I'm glad that she's separating that. And I'm glad that she's going in with that and breaking that down. And that's what we're seeing today. A large number of individuals have a problem with Trump. Look at the party. Republicans, Democrats. 2 separate wings of the same damn bird. We got to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? We have to acknowledge that. And shout out to my man, Professor Griff, because he coined the phrase with that. You see? You sitting up here, most are sitting up there jumping off the Richter scale on something they have not thoroughly done their research on. But because other people are saying the same damn thing, and certain people throwing it out there, you just take it and go with it and believe it. Without doing your fact check, doing your research. And this is the result of that. Those are getting backlashed. Those modern feminist women are getting backlash right now. They're getting their head handed to them.
Campaigns, and I just did not see their interest to want to invest in my community, and I was one of the ones that was being a voice on that side. When it comes to RFK, we have to remember RFK ran as a Democrat. in the beginning. I wouldn't touch it because I don't fool with the Democrat. But RFK was really, truly a friend of mine. And that's why you guys got to read my book, Trump, King, Kennedy, because I ended up meeting RFK when I was working with.
And again, she's independent. She's independent. Let's be clear in doing things.
President Trump. COVID hit, and then RFK them started to defeat the mandate. So I had actually traveled like the country with RFK fighting against some of the mandates that were imposed. Right, so we had already created a relationship. But when RFK ran as a Democrat, I couldn't stand with that because I just, in no way could I support the Democrat policies of today. Now, he was cheated through that process because we remember they wouldn't let him get on the ballot. They wouldn't let nobody vote for him, did him the same way they did Bernie Sanders. This is another reason why American people were upset because they said no one picked Kamala Harris. Because RFK would have been a choice for a Democrat president and would have won. And had he done that, I would have never had the opportunity to work with him because I don't fool with the Democrat Party. But let's keep on going. So if we're going to back up, he first ran as a Democrat, okay? After they cheated him out of that process, okay, because they already had a plan. They knew they was going to insert Kamala. He ran as an independent. In the process of him running as an independent, Trump and them campaigning, okay, and they hiring people, all right? I just wasn't one of the people that they hired, and it's okay. We're not going to hate, okay? We still got work to do. So y'all know I'm doing Auntie Angie's house, right? I put a call in. I say, look, y'all tell Trump about Auntie Angie's house. I would love for him to come by. I was told, by his senior advisor, not by him, that I can't expect Trump to come sit on the sofa, right? So I was like, damn, okay, because when I went to Mar-a-Lago, shit, he had a sofa. I sat on it. So, I don't know what he sit on. And I'm sorry, I ain't got the shit, but it's cool. All right, then I called RFK. I said, Bobby, I see you running as independent. I said, you're a friend of mine. I said, you totally got my support. I said, why don't you come by Auntie Angie's house to see the work that we do? Because, the black maternal health crisis is a real thing. He said, okay, I'll be there. 3 days later, Bobby was at Auntie Angie's house sitting on our sofa for an hour and a half. Kicking it, holding our little black babies, okay? Listening to our stories. And Bobby said, you know what, Angela, you're right. We do need to do something. He said the abortion numbers are too high. He said you can't have... The
abortion, it is too high, especially within the black community. And see, we have to acknowledge these things. Black men's mental health, we have to acknowledge these things. Black women's awareness, we have to acknowledge these things. Why is it that there is a big division among the black community? We have to acknowledge that and address that. Look at how a large number of black women treat black men and vice versa. Look at that. It all stems from our childhood. If you travel down the roads and you backtrack down to one's history, you will see the things that individual has dealt with or has had happen to them. And because they never received any resources to receive help as they got older, their past has showed up in different parts of their life, whether it be your love life, whether it be your everyday living, whether it be the way you communicate with people, work with people, interact, and all of that. Speak. There's a lot. And we see a large number of those traumas, those childhood traumas within a black community. We see that more than any other race. Tell me I'm lying.
Abortion as high as it is in the black community and the black maternal health crisis. If the black mama dying and the black baby dying, then that means that we're in trouble because the black man, y'all ass already. You see how they treating y'all now, okay? So RFK comes by. RFK is moved by the work that we do. And next thing you know, RFK offers me a position on his campaign as a senior advisor. And I took it. And I didn't take it necessarily because it was about money. But this time I felt like I deserved to have money because I had campaigned for Trump them and they never paid me a dime. And anybody in Atlanta will tell you how hard I went for Trump them and how beat up I got. But it wasn't about that. It was about what I believed in, and it was about trying to wake my community up. This time.
And I respect her for that. We're gonna go to video number 2. I'm gonna also leave a copy of this in the description box. Actually, all 3 videos, so you can go back, watch it over and over again as many times as you want, so you can really, really dissect it and take it in of what's going on. Okay, let's go to number 2. Like I said, we're gonna talk about these things and really, really bring this thing down. And just have a conversation about it. You know, we're here now. We're doing great things, and that's it. So let's go. Got to set this thing up.
Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
We're gonna speed up on this here.
But then there's the other side of women who are just making up something to be mad about. Like, I feel like women just jump on the bandwagon all the time. Like, you don't even really care that much, but because everybody else care, I don't want to be left out. I don't want to be the one who stands on the side and people think I'm not with the sisterhood. And I'm fine with being on the other side. I want to stay far, far away from those women because that's a different group.
See, I like what she's about to talk about, and shout out to Just a Girl Talk. She's about to shed some light on some things too, because there are the other side. And what I mean by the other side, you know, the other side is saying, separate us from the bullshit. If y'all want to do that 4B movement or whatever you going to do, you go ahead and do that. We're going to separate ourselves from that foolishness. And that's what we're about to chime in too. And let's get this work. Just want to throw that out there.
For women, I want to share this clip because I came across this post on TikTok and I thought it was amazing, because so many women are always want to act oppressed. They always want to act like a victim. They want to always just act like they're always going through something just to fit the narrative. And this woman, she just hit it on the nose. She hit it on the nose. So I'm going to share it, then we're going to come back and talk about it.
To you liberal women, or whatever you identify as, you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. The ones pretending that they're oppressed. The ones acting like they are victims when they actually are not victims. They've never been oppressed in their lives, but just entitled. The ones using Trump winning and them losing as an excuse to shave their heads because your hair probably it looks bad or something, because I've seen a lot of you. The ones that can't even create their own cause or awareness but had to steal the 4B movement from Asian women who are actually...
Pay attention to what she's saying, because what she's saying, she's making some damn good sense. And again, this whole 4B movement, they really did start from Asia. Y'all are, once again, adopting something and twisting it as a tool to use against men. Just stop it. Shit ain't gonna last. You can only cap for so long.
Oppressed. The ones that think that shaving their heads will make everything so much better, will make their mental illnesses and issues disappear. Thank y'all so much for making it so easy to identify you and your craziness, because I for sure don't need to be around none of y'all.
So when I saw that video, I could not stop clapping. I'm like, finally, these women love to act like they have had the world on their shoulders. They've been so oppressed when they haven't. I've talked about this before. You're 25 years old talking about, well, you don't know what we've been through. You ain't been through nothing.
I even go a step further. You got women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. I'm sorry, saying the same damn thing. Y'all ain't been through nothing. You would think, hey, a person is in their 30s and their 40s and their 50s. So what? Stop jumping on the bandwagon. When it comes to being a feminist, there is no color lines. There is no age bracket. You do stupid shit, you do stupid shit. Old fools used to be young fools. You can't put an age limit on a fool. A person's going to be who they be. But during this whole election time here, it was clear. It was clear that those that voted for Kamala Harris did not do their research. It was clear as day. On the other hand, those that voted for Trump, it was clear as day that they did their research inside and out, pros and the cons. And it was about logic. It was about policies. Kamala Harris didn't lean in with no policy. She didn't start implementing policies until it became too late, when she saw that she was losing her votes. And the same individuals that she paid, I guarantee you, them were the same ones that voted for Trump.
You ain't been through slavery. Your grandma wasn't even went through slavery. But we love to ride out the oppression. We love to ride out the trauma. We love to be a victim. And it's with Trump losing has now made another reason why we need to act like we're just going through, oh my God, so many things. Like, oh my God, we can even have, ABs if we want to. Like, we're so oppressed now. Like, stop it. We find any excuse to make poor choices. I'm so distressed because Trump won. I can get my life together because Trump won. I can't find a man because Trump won. Like, that's going to be the running excuse for these women, and it is sad. It is.
But on the other hand, those that participate in that, let them. Continue to separate yourself from good women, good traditional women. Go have at it. See how that worked for you. I guarantee you, I promise you, y'all stand on that, y'all do that, y'all gonna be the first ones crying, where's all the good men at? I can't find no man. How come no man can't help me? Hey, $200 on the first date. Hey, nah, ain't none of that happening. You better date your damn self. High value man, nope. High value man don't want you. Like, men are not online. Like, men not on social media. Men get on social media too. Men are listening to all of this. Men are taking those notes. Men are saying, okay, you want it, you got it. Don't sit up there and complain later. We already know the shit is just cap. You ain't serious about that life. Y'all just on social media talking just to be talking. For views, clicks, and likes.
Sad. And I just feel like whenever we talk about not being victims, not using your trauma as your story, like not leading with that, women don't like it because they only want to lead in that way. They always want to be seen as their trauma. So we want to now be the women who are unable to get go to the clinic when we want to. That's what we identify as now. I'm a woman. I can't go to the clinic when I want to. Like, are we going to start now making that our whole identity of that's what we are dealing with as women? Now we're oppressed in that way. And the funny thing about it is, as I said before, if you ask these women to give you some history to talk about things, like give some education on what they're upset about, why they're mad, what are the facts, what do they have to prove to show their anger. They can't explain it because they don't know what.
Not only that, but if you ask, what are Kamala's policies? Why in your mind you would feel that Kamala Harris will make a good president? And you ask that logic question and you sit back and you listen. Most of them can't tell you why. I don't know. Because she's a woman. She's a black woman. That's it. What policies do you know that she have in stone? Not just for blacks, but for all communities. Because she's only concerned about her own community. She X'd out the black community. And to be honest with you, she also X'd out the white community as well. Low key. But certain things, certain people don't want to talk about. Yeah, we get it. But you can ask Trump supporters that same question, and they will tell you.
They're talking about. My friend said I should not like it, so I'm going to just do it. My mom said I shouldn't like it, so I'm going to just do it. My sister said I should like it, so that's what I'm doing. They will not have a voice of their own. They can't even speak for themselves. And like she said in that video, now women are out here shaving their heads and doing all type of crazy stuff now as an excuse because Trump won. No, girl, you're crazy. No, your hair has just been, you've been bald headed, so now you would just shave it all off. Like, stop.
Got more excuses than a hooker going to church. You know, you're looking for somebody to blame. But see, as I said, man, it's coming. The best is yet to come. It's coming, man. And look where we at. I said, mount up, man. Mount up. Because they coming. I told you. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Women were going to look for somebody to shame, and they were going to shame black men. Just like the brick lady. Brick lady got hit in the face with a brick. First of all, if I got hit in the face with a brick, I'm not going to be videotaping. What the hell? It's too many gaps and too many red flags in that. But you shamed men. It wasn't until men started doing their research. It wasn't until women started doing their research. It wasn't until men and women of other communities started doing their research. And the more that they did their research, come to find out this heifer was lying. Scamming. And y'all knew she was scamming. But y'all wanted to stick to y'all guns. Feminism at its best. Then after it was all said and done and she admitted that she lied, couldn't even get an apology from modern feminist women, saying they were wrong. Traditional women had to apologize on behalf of y'all. What does that tell you? Men always you have a problem with men? Shut up. Just shut up. Y'all didn't have a problem with it before. But since y'all want to try to be so equal, the shit backfired on you. What you really mad about? Nothing. You ain't mad about nothing.
Stop. You just wanted a reason to now say, oh my God, I couldn't help it. I just went to the shop. I was so distressed. I just cut it all off because I couldn't handle Trump winning. I fear, honestly, there's going to be women over the next 4 years doing some very, very nasty, disgusting criminal activity and trying to use Trump winning to get off.
And yes, I see that too, sweetheart. And let me just say this, especially to black men. These next 4 years, black men, here's my advice to you. Sleep with one eye open and one eye closed. because feminist women right now, they trying to find a way to get their get back. I just want y'all to be careful. I just want y'all to have an understanding, overstanding. Move strategically, men. Use wisdom. Please.
Like I believe that might happen. Seriously, like they might use Trump winning the election and becoming their president again for why they do what they do. Hurting their husbands, hurting their boyfriends, hurting their children because Trump won and Kamala lost. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this to the black women. She's not black, okay? So let's pick ourselves up. Okay, because the black women are all out here like, if you voted for her, if you didn't vote for Kamala, you're not black. She's not black. And it's okay. She doesn't have to be black.
It's funny how they say that, but there's no heat. There's a lot of heat. But yet, it was okay for Biden to say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Let's see who catches that. Biden straight out said on national TV, if you don't vote for me, you are not black. That's a racist statement. Okay.
She's not black. So why don't you pick yourself up off the floor? Okay? As a black woman and keep on going.
Now, I like how she said that. I'm going to hit you with this third one. Let's get it. Yeah, yeah.
It's funny because as a female, like, look at the females compared to in right-wing politics compared to like left-wing, and like not only like in shape, super attractive, dressed well.
Out there, yes, there are some good women, and it's going to be hard for you to find these women. But that's why I kind of tell brothers to go out and find what they're looking for. So let's go ahead and jump into these videos and let's get a good laughter of what is going on in this space of the, after the effect of the.
I like this brother. Please go to his channel. He's doing some amazing thing. Like I said, I'm going to leave a copy of all three of these clips in the description box so you can watch all three. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play like half of it. And then the spirit of the universe going to take us home. Let's get this working.
Elections and so forth. Check it out.
My friend sent me a video about liberal women shaving their head, and I was like, okay, and now I'm seeing it all over TikTok, and I'm like, they're really doing this. They're really, and like divorcing their husbands and stuff, and I'm like, go for it, honey. Leave all the men out there for the conservative women to repopulate with, because we don't need this in the next generations. This is mental disorders.
And you got women doing this, but see, again, to the women that are married, let me just say this. Friendly advice to the women that are married, don't follow this bullshit. Stay with your husbands. Don't mess up your home over a freaking vote. Over a vote. It is not that damn serious. But you got some idiot out there that's going to listen to this rhetoric, and they're going to do something stupid like divorce their husbands. And then they're going to find out later, they're going to regret that shit. Over a fucking vote. Are you kidding me? Let's continue.
If you are a real man, you should be supporting this 4B movement. It's literally helping you cut out all the bullshit of wondering the woman you're about to date, is she crazy? Should you have kids with her? They're literally telling you who you shouldn't date and who you shouldn't marry and procreate with. And I am all for this because I am a boy mom that eventually is going to have a son of dating age, and half of my work is done now.
But see, on the flip side of that too, let's play both sides. That just opens up the door for good single men to be chosen by good women. See, good women Good traditional women are saying, y'all feminists want to do that bullshit? Go right on ahead. That just leaves the pool open, the doors open for those good men to come to those good traditional women. They're going to start snatching them up. And y'all going to be the ones that's going to regret it later. Y'all going to be the ones that's going to be on TikTok talking about where's all the good women at? Where's all the good men at? Where they at? We can't find a good man. And then someone's going to pull this tape up. Let's have reflection time. Let's reflect. Remember what you said? Audio suggestion. You went through with it. This is what you did. This is what you said. Why would a good man want you? You just increased the man's options.
About the 2B, 1P movement and how women are going bald are culturally appropriating men. Bruh. Oh, I swear to God, we don't take shit seriously. Y'all play too much.
And that is right. And the funny thing is, most of these women that are doing it is like, nobody was even looking at them, but let's keep it moving.
I'm not going to lie. The 2B, 1P movement, sounds fucking hilarious. I mean, this sounds just as genius as soft guy era and or drizzle.
Twizzle.
I'm all for it. Let's all join the 2B, 1P movement to clown these 4B bald-headed ass bitches. This should be fun.
And I get it. I get where he's going with it because, once again, modern feminist women, they shoot themselves in the foot every day, all day, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Friday. So therefore, if this is the way here for them to eliminate themselves, but go right on ahead. Once, like I've always said in previous videos, I don't have a problem with modern feminist women. Go ahead and do what you do. You just make it easier for men not to choose you. You make it easier for men to leave you alone. Good traditional men are saying, leave us alone. You want to do this 4B movement? We already know the shit ain't gonna last. We already know that. Y'all going ahead and have at it. Because as a man, our options have options. We gonna be all right. And for the women that are married, do not follow that stay in your marriage. Don't follow that bullshit. There is no damn community. We trying to build a community and build a team over here. Fuck all of that. Keep you and your damn cookies. Stay within your marriage. Don't divorce your husband. I know ain't no woman stupid enough to divorce her husband over a damn vote. Ain't no woman stupid enough to do that. Because a smart woman wouldn't do that. A good woman wouldn't do that.
I just got off a 16-hour shift, but I had to say it. Am I the only single woman out there who is excited for this 4B movement? You guys are divorcing your husbands? I'm single. I've been trying to find a husband. With that being said, thank you for broadening my dating pool. I have to wake up and work another 16-hour shift tomorrow because as a woman, I have rights to work, among many other rights in this country. Good night.
Okay, you guys, I'm not trying to be mean, and please don't take this the wrong way. But if you do, I really don't care. All the women, I want to ask you men something, and please be honest with me. All the women that's doing the 4B movement, shaving their head and wearing these blue bracelets, do they look like women that you would actually go for in the first place?
Hell no.
Like, look at them.
Fuck no.
Would them be the women that you would actually approach? Like, keep it all the way 100.
It'd be the type of woman I run away from.
They look like they were already celibate and it wasn't on purpose. Like, them women look untouchable.
Themselves.
And I don't mean that in a gangster way. I mean that as a 25 cats in their house and smell like piss. Like, do them women look like they are actually the women that y'all would literally go for. Like, y'all are literally doing this movement and you shaving your head for nothing. Because the men that I know wouldn't even look at you twice. Like, literally, they will jump over you to get to every other woman besides you. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, man, because I'm looking at these women like, do y'all even like me? Because half of y'all look like y'all playing for the other side. But, hey, that's just on me. Like, were you even getting any dingling in the first place? I'm just asking, like, I don't look like it. It looks like you were lonely on accident. But I digress. Tell me if I'm wrong. Or could I be wrong? I could be wrong.
Hey, because I haven't seen nobody doing this in real time. So please, in the description box, let me know. Are y'all seeing this? Men, are y'all seeing this? Ladies, are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing women shaving their heads, wearing blue wristbands? Hell, I'll make you a blue wristband. I'll come up with some blue wristbands, and I'll make sure traditional women, traditional men have the supplies that they need and just start handing them out. Separate yourself. Divide. Separate. Y'all be over there. We're gonna send a large boat of y'all overseas to go fight in the war. Let me know in the comment section. Have you seen women doing this in real time? Shaving their heads and so forth? I need to know, because I'm here on the West Coast. And I haven't seen it yet. But, is it me? Or this is just social media talk, social media bullshit that they ain't really not about that life? Because you can't tell me feminist women are that damn stupid to take things this far. Well, yes, they are, because they showed their true character during this whole election season. So,
nah, you ain't wrong. Like, a lot of them, they look like, the typical liberal-looking type of woman that, either with the pink or purple hair, nose rings, just looking crazy. And it's like, no one was really looking at y'all. And even if they even dealt with you, most men already knew that you came with problems. You have mental issues. And most of these women, they have mental issues. I'm glad that they are actually shaving their head off to let everybody know, let men know that these are the problematic types of women. Let's move on.
I'm gonna shave all my hair off, and I'm gonna be celibate, and I'm gonna wear this blue bracelet because you know what? It's a magic blue bracelet. Girl, no one was gonna touch you anyways. You just shaved your head for no reason.
It's funny because as a female, like, look at the females compared to in right-wing politics compared to like left-wing, and like not only like in shape, super attractive, dressed well.
Hey. Pink sleeve, pink toe. What's cracking? Okay. Let's hear what she has to say. Got her sunroof top. Okay, diamond in the back.
Well, and then also we have to like actually be smart and know our shit, because we're getting attacked 24/7. And then I'm just like, look at women on the left. Dear God. I mean,
especially if a woman like this dates brothers, don't you know black women would have a problem. Black women would have a problem to see her with a brother. She looked like she dated brothers. Let's continue.
What country do you want to live in, just visually at this point?
How dare you? I don't know who needs to hear this, but people who are recording themselves having meltdowns on TikTok are not poor misguided souls who need your sympathy. They are narcissists who are trying to manipulate you.
Okay.
Hope that helps.
Okay.
The 4B movement is going to fail because women, you weren't screwing men anyway. And men, back me up in the comments if you agree with this, but this is what's hysterical. I've been seeing creators, even big creators, talk about, we're gonna do the 4B movement, meaning they're going to, for the next 4 years, abstain from any physical intimacy with men. And this is gonna show them, and this is gonna change things. And it's not at all, and here's why. Over the last 10 years, we have demonized men, white men specifically, and now it's all men. Doesn't matter what color you are. We have demonized them so much and mistreated them so much, but we have also been withholding any love or any affection from them because women, and I'm gonna call us out, including myself, we have been brainwashed. It's not completely our fault. Things like Disney movies and trying to pump ourselves up so much with positivity and self-confidence.
I give her credit because at least she admitted. Accountability, at least she admitted. So I can give her credit on that. But she's making some good, valid points. Let's go.
Confidence. What we do is we have been conditioned to believe that just because we exist, we should have the best of the best and the top 10% of men. Now what happens is those top 10% of the ideals of what we think we're supposed to have, they are inundated basically with women. And so what they do is women, even if they don't want to be with you, they're going to use you for physical intimacy. They're not going to respect you. Just because they will be intimate doesn't mean they want a relationship with you. And then you guys run around and say, why are all men awful? Why are they all narcissists? Why are they all this? And I'm telling you from experience, it's because they're not. It's because you're picking incorrectly. You are picking wrong, and thus we end up having unwanted pregnancies and things like that then you have to scream that you need to be able to unalign. And this is where you guys don't understand. I'm actually pro-choice. I actually agree with you. The problem is, women, instead of seeing how awful you are at picking men, and again, I put myself in this category. I did this for years. Instead of seeing that and taking any responsibility now, you're just gonna punish all men. Think about this. Why does the 4B movement not talk about the fact that all women have PCOS almost, or endometriosis?
But see, the thing is, when you have these modern feminists, spider monkey, mop bucket pirates going on social media, causing all this rhetoric for the gram, all they doing is exposing themselves. Like I said, they did not once do their damn research. Okay? They mad. One of their own did not get elected to take the presidential seat. They need someone to blame. Like I said, men, I've told you, man. I even warned you because I saw this shit coming. I said, men, mount up. Because they coming. They looking for someone to blame. And lo and behold. However, I tip my hat off to the men that have stayed silent. I tip my hat off to the black women that did their research, that voted for Trump, stay silent. Okay? Let these motherfuckers do their shit. If this is the way they want to handle it, bring your ass. Because all you doing is showing men in this season, you showing men you are not worth the juice to squeeze. You're not even worth the garden tool. Fuck you and your peak sleeve. BBLs, fake breasts, fake lips, fake cheekbones, fake kneecaps, fake elbows, fake abs, fake ass eyelashes, weave. Everything about you is fake. But you want to sit up there and talk about you want a real man. Ain't that about a bitch? So let's really have the conversation. If you really want to move this way, then bring it. Let's get it cracking. Because all you doing is showing us, wow, this is how you really feel about men, huh? I mean, we knew it. We knew how you felt, but now you're actually showing it. Cool, bet. I go somewhere else. I got I got a passport. I got a bus pass. I got a fucking vehicle. I can go somewhere else and leave your broken, dusty ass. Run till that.
How many reproductive issues we actually have, and none of them are actually pushing for any medical reform or medical change, but they talk about the abortion issue as just women's health care. They don't care about women's health care. What you've done is the feminist movement has convinced you that we should all literally go be physically intimate with whoever we want, however many people we want. We should do it just like men, even though biologically and physiologically, we literally are not wired that way. When you get down to the biology of it, women are wired to have different chemicals and hormones that literally attach them and connect to any men they are intimate with. And that's why they try to do things like men do. And then when they don't get the relationship that they say that they didn't want from the person, they end up losing their minds and going crazy.
That is right. Yo, she was on a roll, but just make sure you...
This is my man here. Go on ahead and subscribe to his channel. It's your boy, Big Truck. I want to, just spend some time with y'all today and get this thing out and get this thing rolling. And shed the light on shit. Men, you already know. Go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great. And to the women, to the traditional women, doesn't matter what color you are, traditional women, go live your best life and the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great. But to these modern feminist women, to these modern feminist simps, y'all can have at that. Y'all can be in the classroom by y'all's damn self. Stay far away from good people. Because y'all lean in with the wrong intentions. Good people lean in with the good intentions. It's your boy, Big Truck. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feeling. I want to know. I'm here. The King's table, baby. We doing it. We making plans. We making moves. Let's make moves together and have fun doing it. Peace, love, and blessings. One.